Hey guys! So today is officially my 8th day of Insanity Max 30 if you've been watching my videos and you already know that. And I am getting ready to put my results out there, and I wanted to take a second to make a video for you guys because my results are not easy. Well, they're not ever easy for me to show, but this time in particular is really hard. And my goal in every video I make is to be real with you guys. Like, I don't shower before my Max 30 videos, and I almost never have makeup on, and my hair is never done. You know, but that's me. Like, I work from home. This is my space. It's crazy and messy, and I'm living in my in-laws' house because we're between our own places right now, and my dogs run around and they bark, and my life is crazy. But that's what I want to share with you guys. I want to share the realness that comes from being raw. And so today that's what I'm going to do with you guys. And I'm going to tell you why sharing my results today is really scary. If you've followed my journey at all, then you know that a year and a half ago, I started my fitness journey with a program called T25. My job before becoming a coach, and still, is a cinematographer. I film weddings for a living, and I love it. It's an amazing job. I get to share in some of the happiest times of people's lives, and it's fabulous. But I started it when I was 21, not graduated from college yet, with a guy that I had just started dating. Luckily, I ended up marrying him, and that's Alex. And actually Monday we will have been married for 3 years, but I didn't know how to run a business, and he didn't know how to run a business, and we made a lot of mistakes, a lot. And a lot of those mistakes made a big impact on where we are now and where we're going, and in our life in general. And I got so consumed by guilt over failure and feeling like I had disappointed people, that I became really depressed. I started dealing with major depression, and there were days where I wouldn't get out of bed. There were weeks where I barely got out of bed. I live in Florida. I used to live in Orlando, and if any of you have been there, it's hot, and I ate my feelings because I was stressed, and so I ate all the time. I have celiac disease, so I can't have most fun things that people eat when they're sad or depressed, so I learned to make the most amazing gluten-free chocolate chip cookies anyone had ever eaten, and I would eat them all. And I would bake 2 or 3 times a week, 2 or 3 batches of cookies, and I would eat them all. And before I knew it, I was laying in bed all day, playing video games, or sleeping and eating cookies, and that was my life. And on the days where I did get out of bed and work, I worked all day for like 3 days straight without sleeping. I would drink soda, and I would drink coffee, and I would drink energy drinks constantly to give me more drive, and it wasn't helping anything. And before I knew it, I was over 200 pounds and miserable. I had pushed everybody in my life away. I was pushing Alex away, and it was a really bad place. And so I had been trying to fill this void, this hole, with food and video games to not pay attention to what else was going on in life, and all of these different things. And so I ended up with 2 puppies because I thought that was going to help. And they were kind of a blessing in disguise because they started a course that led me to where I am today. And because of them, we had to move out of our apartment because we weren't allowed to have 2 dogs. And during the course of that move, I realized that something was really wrong. And so in July of 2013, last year, I started T25. And my coach, I had filmed her wedding, and she noticed that I needed something. We were friends on Facebook, and she just saw She saw that there was something missing, that I needed a push maybe, but she reached out to me. She saw something and she reached out to me and told me about this program that was 5 days a week. If any of you work in weddings, and you know I worked most Saturdays and Sundays, so I couldn't really work out on those days because I was going and shooting weddings for 8 or 12 hours. So not having time and not being able to work out on Saturdays and Sundays were my biggest excuses, and T25 is 5 days a week for 25 minutes a day, and so I finally, after thinking about it and trying all these other things that didn't work, I said yes, and I gave it a shot, and I lost a ton of weight very quick. I lost almost 50 pounds with T25, and it was amazing. I bought my first size 6 pants ever. I felt better than ever. I was so happy with the way that I looked, but my journey was so much more than that. Last year, I've realized I really needed the emotional and the mental support of realizing that I could do something like lose 50 pounds, that I could become an athlete again, and the support of the people who were around me in this community. That's what I needed. I needed the internal work because I didn't believe I deserved to look and feel that good. I didn't believe I deserved to own that, to keep that, to have that. And I didn't keep it because of that. I forever, for as long as I can remember, I am really great at self-sabotage. And that's what I did. So from about January of this year to now, it's been a slow climb back up the weight ladder. And between traveling and moving and this and that, I came up with all of these excuses. Well, work's stressing me out. Well, this is happening. Well, that's happening. And I never did again what I did to be successful when I was doing T25. Because I was scared. Because I'm still scared. Because I didn't think that I deserved to have that. And when I heard Max 30 was coming out, I was really excited, but the closer and closer I got, I realized this is my chance for a fresh start. This is my chance to show myself not only can I do it again, can I lose 50 pounds again, can I put on those size 6 pants again, can I do what I've done before, but I can keep it, I can have it, I can own it, it can be mine because I deserve it. I deserve to feel and look that good. I deserve to be that confident. I deserve to not be the girl that in the middle of summer in Florida only wears jeans, a tank top, and a sweater because that's gonna hide what I feel bad about my body. That I don't deserve. I deserve to feel good, and I deserve to look good and to be confident. And starting this program was scary because it is an intense program. I made it through about 2 weeks of insanity before I had to stop because of my shin splints and my knees. I made it all the way through T25. I actually did alpha twice, so I've done alpha twice and beta once, and then I just was kind of doing the odd workouts here and there. I did 2 months of P90X3, I did 1 month of TurboFire, but I never have finished anything else. And this is my chance. Max 30 is so much more to me than just a workout. It's changing the way that I think. It's changing the way that I talk to myself. And the reason why sharing my results is so scary is because I looked in the mirror for the first time, and this is good and bad, thinking I looked good, thinking I looked fine, loving me, loving myself, which I've never been in a place to do that before. And I step on the scale to do my before weight, which I hadn't done in a long time, and I was at 200 pounds again. And that was like laying a brick on my chest, like a stack of bricks on my chest. To be almost where I started a year and a half ago, and to look at this past year and go, all of this, like I could have done so much more. Why didn't I? And to go back and to think about how my my journey this past year and a half hasn't been about losing weight. It's been about realizing that I deserve everything that I can possibly dream of, and that I can have it, and that it can be mine, and finding community, and finding friends, and finding cheerleaders and people who don't even know me that root for me and give me advice and love me every day through all of it. So, sharing my results with you guys is scary, because I look at the pictures and I've seen that girl before. I saw her a year and a half ago, and I'm excited for a fresh start. I'm excited to get what I want and hang on to it this time. And I'm excited that I'm seeing such great results with this program, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally and spiritually. This program is changing me, and I love that. I love that there's a program that totally embodies what my entire last year and a half of journey has been. My journey was, I needed to lose weight to see the rest. And the rest is here now, and so now I can have the total package. I can have the community, and I can have the confidence and the stability, and I can love myself even when I'm not at my goal weight, when I'm not in my size 6 jeans or whatever. So I just want to encourage you guys that it's not ever going to be easy, and if you have lost weight and gained it back, maybe multiple times, maybe too many times, and maybe you're scared of max 30 because you're tipping the scale at the highest that you have, or you're just feeling bad about yourself, or you're just scared. Go for it. Show yourself that you can do something you never thought you could do, that you can have something that seems so far out of reach. And find a group of people to support you through that, to be there for you, to cheerlead you through. That's what I have, and that's what I get to share every single day with people. That's why I do what I do. That's why I invite you to do this with me, because it really is that amazing. Because the people in these groups will change your life and become some of your best friends. They'll invite you to come crash on their couch when you're in town, and you will be inviting them on girls' cruises for the rest of your life, and you'll get to travel and see them and talk to them and seek wisdom from them every day, and it's amazing. So, anyway, that's all I have. Anywho, it's always going to be scary. Everything's scary. Something's always going to scare you. Get out of your comfort zone and do something you never thought you could do, because you're going to get something you never thought you'd get because of it. Bye, guys.